Hello there, I just wanted to do a quick update on something. Um, I haven't been to bed yet. It's currently 1 in the morning. I'm just sitting up watching Walking Dead because I need to catch up. I'm on season 4, so I'm not doing that bad. But yeah, I just wanted to make a quick video just to announce, well, not to announce, but to sort of say how I'm getting on because I know I haven't posted in a while. And last video I did was talking about some bullshit that doesn't really matter anymore. I'm trying to forget about it, trying to move on, and that's what I'm doing. So yeah, I'm going to move on. And I know I made a video before about my klinefelter. Moving on to my klinefelter, I've noticed that started feeling like different again. Like I started testosterone treatment 2 years ago, I think it was 21, 29, 3 years ago. When I was 18, I started testosterone treatment, and I think it was 18, 19, 19, 18, don't know. But I started testosterone treatment, and it was working well. I tried the tablets, they didn't work. I tried the gel where you rub it on your skin and your skin absorbs it, and you get the gist. It's basically, so I was on testosterone treatment, and it's now got to the point of where I don't feel like I've got testosterone anymore. Like it feels like my testosterone levels are decreasing. And I know I've been to the hospital, and the hospital said, "Well, how do you know if your testosterone levels are low or not? Because we can't tell unless you have a blood test." But have you ever actually tried asking someone who's actually in the boots of that? I know for a fact that my testosterone levels are decreasing because I've started getting pains in my legs. I've started becoming more emotional. I've started becoming less. I'm starting to feel less male hormones, if you get what that means. So I'm starting to sort of feel feminine. I'm starting to sort of, not feel like a man anymore. I'm starting to feel like a mixed gender again. And when I was on testosterone before, I felt like I could go out and do stuff. Like my testosterone was the one thing that was the sort of oomph that got me out in the mornings. And that's the difference as well. When I'm on my testosterone, I've noticed that when I get up in the mornings, I have that sudden urge to get up and go, and that felt normal for some time. But I've got to the point now of where, because my testosterone levels are low, I wake up in the mornings, and normally, when you're on the testosterone treatment, if you're going for a blood test, they put you in straight first because you have to have your blood test done first thing in the morning because that's when your testosterone levels are high. Now, seeing as the doctor said I was naturally producing the testosterone, it doesn't feel like that I was naturally producing it for probably all my life, because that can suddenly change. You can't produce, like, it feels like now that you can't really produce testosterone. Like, it'll boost it, but it will just sort of slow it down to the point of where you're not producing any male testosterone anymore. I don't know how it works, but that's just my theory. I don't know how it works. There's a doctor who can comment below and just say all about it. But to me, it feels like my testosterone has no longer been it's no longer producing anymore, and my shakes are coming back. Like, I'm shaking a lot. Like, I was at work the other day and I was sat down and all of a sudden, like, my leg just started shaking. I couldn't stop it, and then there was lots of people asking me. They was like, "Oh, are you okay? Are you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm just my leg's shaking." And I was like, "Oh, do you want me to call an ambulance?" And I was like, "No, because it's just what happens. I can't help it. You know, when you start shaking, like that's not actually me moving my hand. That's literally the shakes. So I can't really do nothing about it because everyone else who has klinefelter would know the shakes. You know, and it's come to the conclusion now where I thought I'm not producing testosterone, so I'm gonna have to go to the hospital probably a few months' time. I hate going to hospitals as well. Like this is the one thing that annoys me, you know, is doctors want to fix us. They want to put us back on this testosterone, but I want to go back on it, but I don't want to keep going having to go to blood tests, go to check up on the hospital, you know, because at the same time it feels like I'm a test subject for like some sort of weird thing, you know. But I'd happily go, you know, but it's like it just depends on who you really want to be. Because I feel like when I go to the hospital and when I start my testosterone treatment, I don't feel like myself. I feel like someone else. And I don't know how everyone else feels about that as well. But I just don't feel like myself. You know, when I'm on my testosterone, I feel like myself now. I feel like I am who I am, but it's just hard to explain how you feel, how like you know whether um it's just hard. Like yeah, I don't know if there's anything else I need to talk about, but I don't think there is. So I'm probably end the video here. If you have any questions or anything, just put them down in the comments, and I'll answer them.